GA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New England Patriots.
To kick off for New England.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hughes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
On 1st down, Beatty. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor?
A big play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down. Shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll throw with May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Patriots at 12-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Douglas. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A gain of 10 yards.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing here is May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
This second and 4. To the air, May. This one hauled in by Sample. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Borregalo is on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beatty. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We can look at this Patriots defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And down to the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Henderson now on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's May. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henderson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run here with Henderson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more with Henderson. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Drake May keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Bengals 7. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle they go. Beatty. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
1-1, ready?
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 11, MT.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Bengals 14, Patriots 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Tackled just shy of the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here we go, throw.
2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go. Oh, right 80. Shot.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
11 mighty. Here we go. Shot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, it's May. He finds Douglas complete. That'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun, they run with Henderson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Hey, what's that?
From the shotgun, it's May. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point now for Borregales. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Bengals 14. Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
Stand over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
White 80. White side.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Over the middle, that's the tight end Senate. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Hard running at the 15. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, there's really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, it's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here goes tonight.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
Here goes tonight.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Woods. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
On first down, it's Henderson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They run once more with Henderson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's third and 3.
Here goes tonight.
They'll set up the throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Hey, here goes tonight.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
They'll throw with May.
Escapes the sand.
May looking to run.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, what's that?
From the gun on third down is May.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Andy Borregala is on for the Patriots field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hughes. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
11. Gun. Can. Stop. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. To the right side and caught by Center. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beatty. They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. May.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Up the middle they go. It's Woods.
We'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They set up the screen for Henderson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
To throw, it's May.
He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Diddy, what's up?
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. This one hauled in by Sample. Room to maneuver at the 35. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
He's got it at the 2.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
Good set. 180.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Burrow on play action.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
22 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Now 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Cut. Right 80.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11, Thomas. Cut.
He'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
26. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And just shutting him off there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, what's that?
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Bengals,
they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New England,
they finish up the regular season with a mark of 12-5.
And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out. And for Charles Davis and our entire